trailblazer Heather Reisman is recognized worldwide for her passion and creativity in Canada's retail book industry.
We are, as human beings, the happiest when we're being creative. When you're cooking, you're being creative. When you're building a house, you're being creative. When you're starting a business, it's a creative activity. And so everything we do is really about inspiring creativity.
Heather's upbringing in Montreal helped to shape the values that would enable her future.
The idea of creating things or starting things, as long as I can remember, it was part of what motivated me, what inspired me.
After studying social work at McGill University, Heather eventually took on several jobs that would lead to her co-founding the consultancy Paradigm.
To the best of my knowledge, it was the first strategic change firm in the world, and it was 10 years of very rich, stimulating work.
Heather became president of COT, where she successfully put leadership into practice. Soon after, she began a search for her own business opportunity.
There's so much about the book business that was totally new to me, but I was the customer. I was bitten by the bug, and that was the beginning of Indigo.
In terms of the book industry, she was recognized as being a powerful woman who was determined to make a difference.
She said, I want to create a cultural department store. When you can define your concept down to that, then you've got something you can really hold on to.
So to start a business that has as its core something you love, books, reading, authors, writing, storytelling, that's the ultimate.
Publishers run after her all the time to try to convince her to take a book as a Heather's Pick, because it can make a huge difference to any one particular book.
Heather's Picks is a compelling idea because it is a true extension of Heather.
Heather will be reading something and she'll say, just listen to these words. Listen to the ballet of how this author strung these words together, how beautiful it is.
I think many authors are very grateful to her for her passion and her love of what she does, because that's what it's all about with Heather.
As new kid on the block, Indigo gave her competitors a run for their money, and an historic battle ensued.
We were scrappy, and we were insanely passionate about the customer. And as the cards fell, we had the opportunity to actually acquire Chapters.
Heather and her team soon transformed the brand and were poised to take it to new heights.
Just when we were really demonstrating some fantastic success, along came e-reading.
She was faced with a tsunami of the digital revolution transforming the book-selling business.
So we created Kobo, and right from the start, we had 50% of the Canadian market. And within 18 months, Kobo was a global platform.
Within a few short years, Kobo was sold for a remarkable profit.
We invested about $35 million. We sold the business for $335 million. So a great win for us.
Heather's social values and her deep commitment to her community are evidenced in her passion for international women's rights, for the State of Israel, and of course, for literacy.
I've had a chance to be part of some very exciting things, and the one that is close to my heart is the Indigo Love of Reading Foundation. Our objective is to fund as many schools each year as we can to ensure that children get a chance to have richly endowed libraries.
Both Heather and I, family is central. She's taught me about kindness. She's taught me about empathy. Listen, you should take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I am genuinely, honestly, massively in love with this woman.
Heather has ensured that we have an industry that is going to go onwards into this century in a way that many of us were doubting was going to be possible.
She's outperformed all the naysayers, which comes from this inner strength she has.
Heather's fond of saying, the world needs more Canada. I say, Canada needs more Heather, because she has made Canada more vibrant, stronger, greater celebration of who we are.
She has a very light touch, but she knows exactly what she's doing, and she does it with fierce commitment and passion.
We see a huge creative moment. There's so much opportunity to combine technology with creativity and human endeavor. I really think we're on the cusp of one of the most inspiring entrepreneurial moments in history.
Please help to welcome into the Canadian Business Hall of Fame 2015 Companion to the Order, Heather Reisman.